All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. I wanted to talk today about a very funny story pertaining to NBA player Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors. So, from Outkick.com here, it says Steph Curry, the Biden supporting Democrat, writes letter opposing, quote, low income housing development next to his mansion. Goes on to say here Steph Curry and his wife, Aisha, are against the idea of a low income housing development near their $30 million mansion in Atherton, California. The Currys oppose the development so strongly that they wrote a letter to the town voicing concerns about their privacy and safety if the development is pushed forward. The town of Atherton has opted to upzone a 1.5 acre lot, with the property owner planning to develop up to 16 three-story townhomes. The townhomes would be, quote, looming directly behind us, according to the Currys. We hesitate to add to the not in our backyard rhetoric, but we wanted to send a note before today's meeting. Safety and privacy for us and our kids continues to be our top priority and one of the biggest reasons we chose Atherton as home, the Currys' letter read, in part. The Currys also stated in their letter that if the project is to move forward, they asked the town to build taller fencing and landscaping to block sightlines into their property. Wow, so this is very interesting. You can see here now. If you're not familiar with Stephen Curry, he's one of the top NBA players and has been for a while now. He's won the championship 4 times. He's been an All Star 8 times. So he's a big name, especially in the United States. You can see him here with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. The Golden State Warriors visited the White House after they won the last championship, and Stephen Curry and the team were famous for not going to the White House when Donald Trump was in there. So Stephen Curry is a member of the establishment in good standing. Okay. So this is very funny that, God forbid there's, some people that aren't on his level financially that can afford to live in his neighborhood now if this development goes through. That's just too much for him, and he wants to build a wall and make sure nobody can even see on his side of the fence, right? So no, those people need to live somewhere else. They can live near where you and I live. That's fine, but not where he lives. Um, so I did a little bit of research, and I found that these this so-called affordable housing in the form of townhomes would probably sell for no less than $800,000. Okay, so it's not exactly like there's going to be riffraff living there. So not really sure what their concern is. Um, Now you'll probably be seeing a lot of Steph Curry in the future. The establishment, are really propping him up. I found a bloviating article from Rolling Stone from this past September. You can see Stephen Curry here. It says Stephen Curry is putting it all on the line. The NBA superstar has changed the game of basketball for the better. Now, can he help change America? So they're really pumping this guy up. And the article here, it goes on to say, at 34, Curry is absolutely committed to winning the title again this year, but the game isn't his only focus. Curry has raised his profile as a businessman, a humanitarian. Really, he's a humanitarian, but he opposes affordable housing in his neighborhood. And slowly but surely, an activist and more vocal political leader. Look into his kaleidoscopic stare as he considers his status in the history books, and you begin to believe Curry when he declares that he can eventually have as much influence as Michael Jordan. And while the notoriously apolitical Jordan once said that Republicans buy sneakers too, Curry has already put his brand on the line by clashing with Trump, endorsing Joe Biden, and marching for racial justice. Now Curry is grappling with how he might expand the meaning of influence and wondering what the F he is going to say next. So, geez, they're really pumping this guy up, aren't they? But is he really a humanitarian? Does he really care about this? I mean, you can't get more hypocritical than this. and he's going to get a complete pass for it. Yeah, there's certain media outlets covering it, talking about it, but he's not going to. He's this article here in Rolling Stone says that he's putting it all on the line. He's not putting anything on the line. Every political stance, every political position that he supports is supported by the corporate global establishment. He's not really challenging any power structure or anything of that nature. He's taking every safe position that there is, and he's being rewarded for it. We can see here, looking at his earning history here in the NBA, that he has made over $250 million just from his NBA contract, and he's made more than that off the court in endorsement deals. And he has a lifetime deal with the athletic apparel company Under Armour that's said to be worth over $1 billion. So, is he really risking anything, or is he just another leftist hypocrite? These are the same people that tell us that global warming is going to wipe out homes on the ocean, and then they proceed to buy homes on the ocean, or that we need to curb our carbon emissions, but then they fly private jets everywhere. So Stephen Curry is just another leftist loudmouth hypocrite. Anyways, let me know what you all think, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.